Gosh, it's been a while. This is Dr. Paul Martin with Brilliant Life Chiropractic, and so I wanted to do a video about how much of a process healing can be, because I think in our society today we've gotten really used to things going very quickly, just like bam, bam, bam. And I thought about this while I was watching my kids. They have their tablets, like I'm recording this on my phone, but they have their tablets and they can literally watch anything that they want right when they want to watch it. And they've got this catalog of hundreds, if not thousands, of things that they can choose from. And I remember when I was a kid, it was watching it on a TV and having it. If you missed it, that was it. Luckily, when I was growing up, we also had VCRs, but you had to record them. You had to prepare them correctly to record the show at the right time, or again, you didn't ever get a chance to watch it. So it's just amazing. And nowadays, if we want to know the weather report, we can just check and just ask, and it'll tell us what the weather report is. If we need a bit of information or we want to define a word, we just ask, and it happens so quickly. And so we've gotten used to wanting things to happen right away. The human body, it doesn't happen right away. Things take time. Healing is a process. I think back to even my well, let me back up a little bit. There are two main things I want to hope to address in this. Two things. One, healing does take time, and more time than you sometimes might think. It can also go faster than you think too, so just be open to the process. But two, our bodies are not like, for example, cars. When people get into car accidents, this analogy works really well, because you bring your car into the shop and then you get a rental car. You don't get to do that with your body. They get to work on the car while you're driving the rental car, and then so the stress is not the same. Whereas with our bodies, you come in for care, but then you go back out and you use your body again, and then you keep subjecting it to the same stresses. For some people, that's how you got there in the first place, is the very stresses you're subjecting it to. So there's some lifestyle changes that sometimes need to take place there. So some people sometimes want to know why they aren't healing as quickly as they would like to. And so it's important to recognize those 2 points. Remember that you've spent a lifetime building up stresses in your body up to this point where you're at. And they store, and each one layers on the next one. One may go like that, and the next one like this, and the next one coming in this way, and that way. For example, I injured my back when I was about 12. I was on a trampoline, landed on my knees, it kind of whiplashed me forward, and I really do trace a lot of my injury back to that time. Also played a lot of soccer, so I'm sure that helped. And it hurt, but I was a kid. I wanted to keep doing the things that I could do. And because I didn't let that happen, I didn't allow my body to heal, and I kept on using it, I kept subjecting it to stresses, I layered more and more on top of it. And so it's taken time to undo that. Now, my process did not occur overnight. That was when I was 12. I'm 42 now, so that was 30 years ago. And I know sometimes people see me and they think, oh wow, but Dr. Paul, you're so fit, and I am relatively fit. But that didn't happen right away either. That was years of consistent training. And that's what people don't see. When I first started doing CrossFit, which revolutionized my fitness, I love CrossFit. No points for CrossFit. I could not do a full squat all the way down. They want your squat to be so that your hips go down below your knees. And I couldn't do that. I just didn't have the mobility or flexibility for it. And I actually, within the first couple of weeks of starting, seriously injured my lower back again, because I didn't have the mobility. When your lower back gets injured and you don't take the time to heal it, then your body does the best it can, and that includes scar tissue, tightening up the muscles, tightening up the fascia, and reducing your mobility so that it's stable and can let you do the things, but doesn't give you the mobility to really be healthy. And so it took a while of doing that, and just recently I realized I can go into a full squat now without really thinking about it. I don't have to warm up first. I can do it first thing out of bed. And after I hurt myself, I remember getting back into it and trying to do these squats and having a really hard time getting down there, and some days were better than others. After a couple of years, I pretty much had most of that mobility down, but it wasn't consistent. It wasn't every day. And it continued to improve until just recently I discovered this about myself again now. So I can do a full squat, and I'm pretty much 100% consistently able to do that in the morning or at any time I want to do it. But it took time to get there. It took literally years. I've been doing CrossFit for at least 8 or 9 years. And my ultimate point with this video is basically to say it can happen. but you have to give it time. You have to trust the process, and you have to allow your body the time to make the changes to allow healing to occur. But gosh, it can get there. And if you need help doing that, of course, visit your chiropractor. Come see me if you're local. We can definitely help you get there, but give it the time that it needs. It's not an overnight fix. Chiropractic is not an overnight fix. Miracles can occur in a very short period of time. Um, and I've had things clear up seemingly miraculously, but part of that is due to having the foundation of regular chiropractic care. So when something does show up, my body responds really well. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like it, and if you want to see more like this, subscribe. All right, thank you, and let your brilliant life shine.